Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at this Roedix R8 mini wireless compressed air duster. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So if we look on the back here, it says 3-phase brushless DC motor, mini size and strong power, 20 meter per second strong wind speed, up to 2 hours of battery in the soft mode, 3-speed adjustment, IP65 level dust proof, overheating protection. Then we have specs down here. Working voltage is 11.1 volts. Charging power is 5 volts at 1.5 amps. Battery capacity is 3,300 milliamp hours, and it charges with USB Type-C. So let's get this open. So here we have the user manual. So we have the air outlet here, air inlet here. On the bottom we have the power button, USB Type-C charging, and a charging indicator. It says press the power button to turn the product on or off. Short press it to adjust the power level. Now on the slowest speed, you can work for a long time. If you're on the second or third speed, after 3 minutes it will automatically shut off. So you can short press the power button to restart it and it will go back to that same speed you were on. This shows different accessories. It says short air nozzle for like inflating, flat nozzle, you could use it for hairstyling, and it has an inflator nozzle. On the back we have care and maintenance specs and such. Here we have a little thank you card. It comes with a storage bag. And here's the compressed air duster itself. It's a very compact size. The inlet has this metal grate on it, has a neat pattern on it. And it comes with a couple different nozzles. There's the wide one, this is the very narrow one, and here's medium sized. And it has a USB Type-C charge cable. So let's charge this up a little bit. So you can charge this with a USB charger, which could be like a phone charger. We'll plug it in down here, and here we can see that charge indicator flashing. It's currently charging at about 1.16 amps. So let's try the nozzle one here. So this presses in the front. I put it in a little sideways, but like so. Here's that medium-sized one. And here's the narrow one. So let's try turning this on. I'll hold down the power button. So we're on the low mode. You can feel the air coming out of here. Turn it up one. Medium. That's high. There's quite a bit of air coming out there. I'll hold it down to turn it off. Let's try one of these nozzles. Let's try this really small nozzle. So you can see it blow the skin on my hand. Let's try these other ones. And here's the wide one. So we could take this narrow one like this. Here I have a computer. If I want to dust the inside of this out, get a cloth, I'll open the bottom. I can turn this on. No, I'll do it on the high mode probably. And I can dust the inside of that. But the advantage of using this over canned air is disposable and you have to get a new can all the time. You throw them away. It creates a lot of trash. Now you could use an air compressor like you air up a car tire. Downside of that is those can have water in them, so those aren't really safe to use with electronics. Since this uses ambient air, you're not going to have that differential that's going to create the condensation. So we can use this as an inflator. So here I have a camp pillow. Now this will have a valve in here. I want to pinch this and I want to put the tip past that valve. So I'm just going to wiggle it a little bit like that, and we'll turn this on. And I'll turn on high. There we go. And we're inflated. Now to deflate, you can take this off here, stick it in there without the inflator on it. And that'll keep that valve open. While you deflate it. Now the power button on this is on the bottom as opposed to being like a trigger. So there's advantages and disadvantages. You can't operate it like a trigger. But the nice thing about it is you can move this around and you're not accidentally hitting that trigger either. It also makes it nice and compact. And then also if you threw this in a kit or a bag, it seems like this would be less likely to be accidentally turned on. So I'm actually working on cleaning up a car right now. So I'm going to charge this up and then we'll head out there and I'll demonstrate doing some detailing with this. So I recently picked up this 2006 Honda Odyssey and I'm getting it cleaned up. And this thing has a ton of buttons and cracks and crevices. Now I do need to vacuum the carpet and such, but before I get into that, I'm going to use this compressed air duster and I'm going to blow the dust out of all these cracks. I'll probably wait a little while before it settles and then I'll come back and vacuum. But it can be real hard to get into these little crevices with a vacuum, and this will dislodge the dust from there and get the dust into a more accessible location. Now, it's winter time right now, otherwise I'd probably be outside and open all the doors on this and let the wind kind of blow the dust out. But this will work this way too, where I'll just come back and vacuum it up as it settles on the floor and such. So that's really useful for dislodging the dust. This can also work really well with a small brush, so you use the brush and the air duster to help dislodge brush from little cracks and crevices. So that was the Roedix R8 mini wireless compressed air duster. I really like the performance this gives you in this small package. It was really easy to handle. It can get into tight places. I like that it has multiple nozzles, so you can get into tight spots or you can blow away larger items with this. As I mentioned earlier, that switch is kind of recessed on the bottom, so it should help from getting false triggers. This has nice runtime. Now, Amazon description says the runtime is 20 to 120 minutes, depending on the speed. Of course, it also comes with this bag, and I noticed it also had a brush in that bag. So you can use this to help loosen up dust while you blow it away with this. So if you're looking for a compressed air duster to clean electronics off, do car detailing, maybe fill up an air mattress on occasion, I think this is a great option. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.